Yeah, guys. So in this session, we will discuss about the first command is pipe. What is pipe? How we are going to use this pipe with multiple commands. And second one is WC. WC is nothing but word count. Okay, and then grep. Okay, so we'll discuss about these three commands today. So the first one is like, let's say this is my present working directory. If I give ls minus lrt, so I am creating a files cat with a, okay, this is my file cat vvbb. Okay, this is my file. Okay, I have two files, right? So and one more thing is as we discussed in the previous session, if you want to open multiple files, you can give cat with a vvbb, so it would open the files one by one. So we can use, the important thing is we can use the wildcard characters in any command in Unix. So so till now we have discussed the ls minus lrt. In the ls minus lrt, we uh, if you give v star, so it will list out the files with the file pattern v first character, and then it will be any characters. So those kind of files will be displayed. Like the same way, if I give cat star v star, what it will do, it will open the files where the file pattern is start with v, and then it can have any one character or multiple characters. So it will display like this way. So we can use these wildcard characters in cat command also. Okay, so now coming to a wc command. Wc is nothing but word count. So it will give the word count of your file. Not only word count, we have the different options in wc. Okay, so let's say this is my file cat vvbb, this is my file. Okay, if I give wc minus L and file name. We have the WC is the basically the command word count. Then we have the options. Minus L is the one option, minus W is one option, and minus C is one option. Let's see what it will give. WC minus L, then file name. So it will give the number of lines in the file. So now I have the only 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, right? So it will display the number of lines in the file name. Okay, then we have the another option wc minus w file name. So what it will do is it will give the number of words. Okay, if you see, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 words, right? So word is nothing but, so we have the some set of characters. Again, if you give space and write something, that will treat it as a word. Okay, wc minus w is nothing but, it will list out the number of words in the file. Like the same way, we have the another command, we have the another option in the wc minus c vbbb. It's nothing but number of characters in the file. Okay, so basically wc is the command. We have the three options. One is the minus l, it will list out the number of lines. Minus w, it will list out the number of words. And minus c, it will list out number of characters. Okay, then we need to give the file name, wc minus l file name, so the number of lines and then the file name. So wc minus w vvbv, okay, it will give the number of words, and wc minus c vvbv, this is the number of characters. Okay, this is about wc command. It's very simple. We have the only three options in the command. So it will give the line count and words count and character count. Okay, and next one is the pipe. This is very important. Pipe is nothing but let's say this is my pwd command, right? So pipe is nothing but we can let's say this is my, so list of files, right? Okay, so if I use ls minus lrt, so this is the output it will come, right? So this is the output. Okay, pipe is nothing but, suppose let's say if I use pipe and I give wc minus l, so it's nothing but what is the pipe will do is, what is the output we are getting from ls minus lrt command. Okay, then this command will execute. So this command will execute based upon the output of this file. Okay, so if you say this is the 7, like suppose it has the ls minus lrt, it will display this output. Okay, if you give wc minus l number of lines, these are the 6 lines, right? So pipe is, I can use multiple, not only a single command you can use. So if I use wc minus l again, okay, if I want to use another command, you can use it. So every time what it will do, you can use multiple commands. First, what is the output of this command? Then this command will execute. Okay, then it will, this command will throw out some output, right? Again, from that output, this command will execute. Again, this command will execute. Again, this command will execute. Pipe is nothing but, so what is the output of the previous command? So the next command after pipe, what is the command you have used? The command will execute the output of your previous command. Okay, so let's say, uh, so generally we'll use wc minus l and file name. Okay, we can use in the different way, like suppose cat vvbb. So what is the our output? This is our file name, it will display the content of vvbb. So cat vvbb, and you can use wc minus l. So what is the output of this cat vvbb? So then the wc minus l, I am not giving the file name. So what then, what it will do, what is the output of this one? So wc minus l is nothing but it will count the number of lines. So here it is not getting my file name, right? If you give simply wc minus l and file name, so it will give the, so what it will do, it will go to this file and count the number of lines, and it will give the output and the file name. So you can use the same command like this way. So first I am just displaying my output. I am open my file. So then I am using wc minus l command. So what is the output of this file? So the wc minus l command will execute, and it will show how many number of lines from this output.
Okay.
Okay, you can use n number of commands using pipe. I will show you once the grep command is done. So we can see how the multiple commands are using in pipe. Okay, so coming to the grep command. So grep is nothing but it is used to search particular pattern in a file. Suppose I want to, suppose I have a file, it has the it has some 1,000 lines. I want to search a particular pattern. Pattern is nothing but, suppose I want to search computer. So this is the word, or this is the pattern where in which lines this pattern has in this file. I want to search it. Okay, so grep is nothing but it is used to search a pattern in the file. Okay, let me create a file, cat vvbb. Hi, this is Vijay. Okay, this is my file. If I open this file, okay, so and one more thing is, in Unix, if you use any command, you can use ls minus lrt, wc minus l of the file name, or if you want to set something, the main file, it won't change. We are just execute a command, and we get the output of, we can the command is executed on that file, and it will get the output. The main file is not changed. Okay, the main file, the content is same. So we are using a command, we are executing a command. So based upon the property of the command, so it will execute on the file, and what is the output it has to become. So the output will become the main file. We are not changing anywhere. Okay, so
Yes.
in the grep, the main, the basic grep command is, if you give grep, okay, then you need to give pattern, which pattern you want to search. Okay, I want to search is, then vvbb. So then so here my requirement is, so I want to search a pattern. The pattern name is. So in the file, in the entire file where we have the is, I want to display those lines. So it is displaying these lines, right? This is, here we have the is. Okay, again I have from Hyderabad, this. So this is also there in this line. Okay, is Vijay. So is there. So basically what grep will do is it will search a particular pattern from your file. So the main file will not be changed. Just we are grep is it has a functionality to search a pattern. So it is executed on this file. The main file is same. Okay, just we are execute a command to search the particular pattern. Okay, so here in the grep, after grep, so we can use the pattern. So which pattern you want to you are going to search, then you will give the vvbb. So then it will display where we have the this. Okay, so that which lines it contains this pattern, those lines will be displayed, right? Suppose your pattern has some spaces. Suppose let's say this is my file vvbb. Let's yeah, you want to search a pattern. My pattern is space is, so it will not accept. No such file directory. So it will not accept. So like sometimes your pattern is maybe have some spaces, right? So I want to
Mm-hmm.
search a pattern in the file I have is space is, I want search this pattern, but your pattern has the space, right? So here what it will do, it will execute the, here it will showing that the grep syntax is wrong because it has the grep space pattern space file name. So what about if your pattern has the space?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then
Mm-hmm.
if your pattern has the space, generally the command is grep space pattern space your file name. So here it is the invalid command, right? So what it trying to do, grep, it will search the pattern is in the is file. Okay, this pattern, this command is wrong, right? Suppose let's say if your pattern is space, you need to give in the double quotes is and then vvbb, then it will search the pattern. So this is the pattern is space is, it has this pattern has in this line, it will display that line, it will display that line, entire record.
Yeah.
Okay, if your pattern has some anything, if your pattern is some spaces or anything, so just give it that in the double quotes. So then our grep command, it will take it as what we have defined in the double quotes, it will take it as this is the pattern. If you give like this, grep it don't know, so this is the pattern or this is the file name, or so you don't know, it is showing that invalid file, invalid grep command.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if your pattern has the spaces, just give in the double quotes. Okay, so the general command is grep this vvbb. So I can it can throw the output like, so where we have this pattern with the name this, it will display the lines. Suppose let's say here we can have the multiple options, one is the minus I. Okay, and second one is the minus c minus n minus v. So let's see, we'll go by one options. So what is the advanced what is the features of these options? Okay, so the first one is grep minus I. Yeah. Before going to the minus I option, I will va vvb with this file, right? So this is shift a, it will go to the end of the record and ha. Okay, so this is vvbb. So before going to the my minus I option, I want to tell something. So if I give grep hi vvbb, see it will displaying this hi is there. Yeah, here ha is there, here ha is there. Okay, what about this one? So it is not displaying, right? Because that is in the case sensitive, that is in the capital letters, right? So in Unix, everything is the case sensitive. So if you okay, so if you want to write the grep command in capital letters, it will not work. Oh, grep. Okay, so command will work, but the pattern is, if you give HA, so it will display where we have the HA pattern. That pattern, that lines will be displayed, right? So this capital HA is not displaying. If you give grep capital HA, so VVBB, it will display only that particular line, right? Like we can say it as it's a case sensitive. If you are searching a pattern, so if you give it in the lowercase, only lowercase values will be displayed. If you give the uppercase values only displayed. Now I want I want to ignore the case sensitive. If I give grep hi, so it may be in the uppercase or in the lower case. I want to display all the lines which have the pattern hi in the small case and uppercase. Then that means to ignore the case sensitive. Okay, to ignore the case sensitive, we'll use the -i option, and if I give hi, so what it will do, it will ignore the case sensitive, right? So -i is nothing but it will ignore the case sensitive. It will display this pattern. It can be having uppercase or lowercase. Okay, grep -i if I give in capital letter. So then also it will display the hi pattern. It is in the small case or uppercase. Basically, the pattern is case sensitive. To ignore the case sensitive, we are using the -i option. So it will display all the records which has this pattern. It may be in the uppercase or lowercase. So that is the -i option.
Okay.
Okay, and second one is -c. -c is nothing but so grep hi vvbb. So we have the generally we have this pattern in the three records, right? So if I give grep -c hi vvbb, what it will do is it will give the count only. It will not display the records. It will not display the records where this pattern have. It will not display the records. It will just give the count. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it will just display the, just give the count. Let's say I have the say I have this high pattern, the ha, right? Shift a ha ha cat vvbb. Okay, grep -c hi vvbb. So if you see, it has to be give in 1 2 3 4 5, right? But it is giving 3, right? You got it? So
Yeah.
basically it is sets the pattern high. In the first line we have the 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Second line it has the 1 time. Third line, fourth line it has the 1 time. So fifth line it has the 1 time.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the 3 times, right? 3 times, and this is the 1 time, fourth time, and this is the fifth time. So it has to be displayed the number of c equal to 5, right? The number of characters
Mm-hmm.
equal to 5. But what it will do, so it will count this particular pattern at record level. In this record, how many it has? It may be as 10 times or 20 times, but it is treated as the one time. It has a record level. In the record, it can be have the multiple times. Okay, this is the one. This record 2. This record 3. Okay, 3. It will display like that.
Okay.
Okay, suppose if you give grep hi vvbb. So generally we have the pattern 5 times, right? But -c command will execute in how many records this pattern has. Maybe in one record the pattern has multiple times, 10 times, but it will not display for that record. It will not display the 10 times. For that records, it will treat it as how many times it has. It will treat it as one pattern. One count is one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and next one is the -n option. -n is nothing but it will give the number of lines. Okay, so the number of the line. 1 second. Okay, so here the -n option is it will set the pattern. At the same time, it will give the record numbers. Okay, if I give grep -n, okay, grep -n hi vvv. What it will do? It will display the records where we have this pattern. At the same time, it will give the record numbers. So if you want
Mm-hmm.
to set something, so if you see this record has this pattern, then you can go to the VA editor, you can set num, you can go to that particular line, you can change it, right? If you know the line number. So if you want to set something and you want to replace it or change something, so it is easy to if I found that pattern with the line numbers, it is easy, right? So minus n option is nothing but it will display the records along with the records. It will display that record number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and next one is the last option is minus v. Minus v is nothing but it's a reverse. Reverse is nothing but, let's say, so if you give grep hi vvbb, so what it will do, so it will display the lines, display the records which has the pattern hi, right? Now it is the reverse order. So if you give minus v, so let's open the file cat vvbb. So generally the command is grep this vvbb. So basically what the grep command will do, it will set that pattern. So where which records has this pattern, it will display the lines. If you give grep minus v this vvbb, so it's a reverse order. So it will display the records which don't have this pattern. So which don't have this pattern. So this is my actual file. If I give the grep this, so this is the line, it has the this, and this is the line, these two records will come, right? So minus v is nothing but the reverse. Okay, it will display the records which don't have this pattern. Other records will come. This record, okay, this vijay, this line, and this line will come. It works as in a reverse order.
Okay.
Okay, so basically we have the options. One is the minus I and minus C and minus N and minus V. Okay, so we can use the combination of these options. Okay, let's say this is VVBV. Suppose I want to give ignore case sensitive. Okay, and I want the lines. Okay, this is high VVBV. Okay. So,
Okay.
so generally grep minus I is nothing but it will ignore the case sensitive and display the records. I am using the n option also. So it will display the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, grep minus V C this VVBV. So what it will display? So basically it will display the count. Okay. So where we don't have this pattern, Vijay pattern, where we don't have this pattern, this generally minus v is nothing but it will display the records which don't have this pattern. Okay, now this, okay, you don't have that this pattern, right? 1 2 3 4 is minus c is nothing but it will record count, right? So you can use the combination. Minus vc is nothing but it will display the records which don't have this pattern, then it will do the count.
Okay.
Okay, so then grep minus v n this vvbb. So which don't have this pattern, display the records with the line numbers. Okay, so grep minus cn this vvbb. Can you use this combination? So because these combinations are make sense. Like I want to search a pattern, ignore the case sensitive. So apart the from outputs, just display the lines. So I want the count, okay, which don't have this pattern. I want to display the records and the count. So is it the make sense? I am telling that I am asking to display the line numbers. Again, I am saying that I want my count. So this is not a valid command, right? So finally it
Yeah.
will not. So here the output is coming. It is coming with minus c option. What is the number of count? But minus n will not work, right? You are saying that I want count. Again, you are saying that I want the record numbers. So it's not a make sense, right? So you can use these
Yes.
combinations. So
Okay.
even if you use this combination, but this is not a valid scenario, valid reason.
Okay.
Okay, so basically grep is nothing but we are just search a particular pattern in the file. So let's say so yeah, again coming to the pipe, how can you now we know what is the grep, right? We know what is the ls minus lrt wc. Let's use a pipeline using these three commands. So if you give ls minus lrt, this is the command, right? ls minus lrt, I am saying that from this output I am searching a file vj. Okay, this is the file. It is open, right? So then I am using wc minus l. So how many records? The output is 1, right? So this is the first output. So then our next command will execute on this output grep vj. So in this output, if you say grep vj, so this is the one record. This record will be displayed, right?
Mhm.
This record is displayed. So assume that grep is executing on ls minus lrt, the output of this command. So it is like a file. So ls minus lrt, this is the output. So if you give the grep, this record will be displayed, right? It has the pattern of this record, so it will display. Then if I give wc minus l, I have the only one record, right? So again, this wc minus l will execute the output of this grep vj. So it will display one line. Okay, wc minus l is nothing but it is one, right? You can use like multiple commands using pipe. So it will just this is the first command 1 and command 2. Command 2 will execute the output of command 1. If I have the command 3, command 3 will execute the output of command 2, like that. Okay. So again, in grep command, I said to you, right, we can use the wildcard characters in any command in the Unix, like the same way. So can you tell me how can you use that wildcard characters in grep? So this is my pattern. So how can I use this grep command? So this wildcard character. So I want to define a pattern. In the pattern, I can use the wildcard characters like grep th star vvbv.
Okay.
So it is displayed, right? So this is my pattern. My pattern first two characters will be th. Then it can have the one character or multiple characters. I want to, if there is any pattern it contains in the file, display that lines. Okay, these lines will be displayed, right?
Yeah.
So you can use grep. My first character is some this one, some this one, and my second character is then vvbv. So it is displayed, right? My pattern is as I defined. So as from this list, okay, I is there, s is there, okay. So it will display those records. Okay, I have yes. Okay, before that I have I here, it is from the list. Okay, it is here also I, here also I, it is from the list. So it is displayed with the pattern. My pattern, it is I have defined only two characters. My first character, it is any one of the character from the list, and second one is my second character is the s. Okay, so like the same
Mhm.
way you can use star, question mark. So let's see, question mark is work in the grep command or not. So grep, my first character is this one and my second character is this one, vvbv. Okay. So apart from that, star, all the list range and question mark is related to it matches a single character. So here I am saying that
Yes.
my pattern has the two characters. My first character, it can be anything. My second character is high. So with the two characters, if I found any pattern, display the records. Is it displaying? No, right? So because in the graph, the question mark is not working, you need to use the dot.
Okay.
So if you see dot I, my first character, it can be anything. So I, HI, okay, first character it can be anything. Second character I. So this pattern here is, so here it has, here it has. You got it? So question mark
Yeah.
it will not allows in grep command. So question mark is, it matches single character, the character could be anything. Okay, so here we need to use the dot in only in grep command. Okay, so if you
Yeah.
want to range the maintain the range, use the range, you can use it. Okay, my first character is T and my second character is anything. My third character is, it will be in the list, and fourth character is anything. So what it will display?
Nothing.
Nothing, right? So because here the question mark will not work, right? So
Yeah.
we need to use dot. So this, right? So first character is T and second character is anything. Third character from this list. Okay, I. Okay, my fourth character is, it can be anything. Single character, multiple characters. So with that pattern, I got the records, right? So we can
Yeah.
use these multiple characters anywhere in the grep command. Okay. And next one is in Unix, just keep in mind. So this cap is nothing but start. Cap is always, it means start. So dollar is end. Okay. Start is cap, dollar is end. So, so, so this is my file. If I want to display the records, which my record start with a particular character. Okay, start with a particular character. Then you need to use grep pipe v. So what it will do is cap is nothing but it's always the main in Unix is start. Dollar is nothing but end. Okay, if I give grep cap v, it's nothing but it will display the records where the record start with the character v. Okay, so this is the only one record, right? It is displayed. Okay, what about lost? If you are using the grep, okay, when you are saying the lost, so here what we are doing, we are using the symbol first and character next. So the lines which is started with V, it will display. So when you are saying that I want to display the lines where my character is end with Y, so then you need to use character first and symbol next. Only that is the difference. Okay, if I give grep dollar by, it won't work, right? It is showing that the invalid command. Okay, so basically we have the two. One is the cap and second one is the dollar. So the cap is nothing but so start with. Okay, dollar is nothing but end with. Okay, so but while you are using these symbols, there is some differentiation. Like suppose if you want to start with lines, then you need to use the symbol first and the character next. If you want to saying that end with this one, okay, then you need to first use the character and then symbol. Okay, cat vvbb. Okay, you can use grep dollar fvbb. Start with f. Okay, when you say and don't give first symbol. Okay, first give the y and then symbol. Okay, so it will display the lines which is ended with y.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is about
Okay.
grep. And one is in the grep we have the multiple greps. Okay, one is f grep and e grep. So this is the generally grep, right? So if
Mm-hmm.
you give yeah, and next one is the e grep. E grep is nothing but, so this is used to if you want to set a pattern, if you want to set multiple pattern in the files, so we can't do it in the grep, right? So this is the my file. If you want to set a pattern, so I will give this vvbb. Okay, suppose I want to set multiple patterns. One is this and second one is vise. So I want to set multiple patterns at a time, so it is not allowed us, right? So this is
Mm-hmm.
the one pattern and this is the one pattern. I want to set these two patterns where this pattern it has, so it will display the records. So it is generally normal grep will not allow us. Normal grep is nothing but we need to give the grep, then give the pattern. It allows only one pattern. If you want to search for this, just then search for this and vvbb. If you want to search for vijay, again grep vijay and vvbb. So we can't do the same in the single command. Suppose I want to search a pattern, my pattern is two. One is this and second one is vijay. So it's not allowed to search multiple patterns by using the grep command. So we have the e grep. So give e grep. Okay, then double quotes. Okay, start with. So my first pattern is vijay and second pattern is this. Okay, if you have the my second pattern is this. Okay, if you want to have multiple patterns, you can give it. Close the bracket and vvbb. So now it is searching the two patterns, right? Where we have the visa, it will display the records at the same time where we have the pattern this. So it will display the records. We can search multiple patterns at a time, right? So, but in normal grep, it allows to search only a single pattern. But whereas in the egrep, it allows us to search multiple patterns on a single command. Okay. So now, just I will give you one scenario to you. Just tell me. So if you give ls minus lrt, okay. Okay. So if you give ls minus lrt, you can know it will display the files and directories. Okay, how can you find the directives? So you can simply say that, so if you from the output of ls minus lrt, if any line is started with d, so that you can say that these are the directories, right? These are the directories. So I want to display only directories. If I give ls minus lrt, so it will display the files and directories. So then I want to display only directories. So you can use the pipe and something else. You want to just display only directories. What is the command you will use? So you can use the pipe, and how can you get the output? So generally you got it right. If you give ls minus lrt, it will display the files and directories. Now from the output, I want to give pipe and I want to use some command. I want to list out only directories. Only directories. So how can you write a command? You can use the pipe and you can use some other command also.
It should start with D.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, tell me how to write the command.
Like grep and that dollar symbol or
Yep,
no,
cap.
that cap symbol. Yeah, cap symbol and D.
Okay, then.
Grep cap symbol and D.
Okay, then.
No, I mean first we need to put ls minus lrt
Okay.
and pipeline grep
D, right?
cap D.
Yeah, exactly. That is right. So it will. So this is the output. From this output, you are using this operation, right? So grep $D is nothing but it will display the records from this output with the record started with D. So we can display only the directories, right? Okay. Again, if you want to use the another, if you want to count how many directories we have, you can use this one, right? So that is the pipe.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically in the grep we have the minus I, minus N, minus C, minus V. Okay. So these are the options we have. Okay. So generally grep is nothing but it is used to set a pattern. Okay. And next one is if your pattern has some spaces, you can give it in the double quotes. Okay. This is the pattern you are going to set, just give in the double quotes. Okay. So next we have the you can use the combination of the options. Okay. And next one is the start and end. Start is nothing but if you want start D, so you need to give the symbol first and then letter next. So if you want to display the records which is ended with some particular character, so first give the character and then use the symbol. Okay, then you can use the wildcard characters in grep command also. You can use a star, but question mark is not working in the grep. You need to give the dot. Okay.
Yes.
So then you can use like that. So here, can we use the pattern? Let's say I will give one more scenario to you. So I have the two files, right? I have the two files. Now I want to set a pattern. It has high in the two files. I want to set in these two files. How can you do it? Not a single file, two files. Yeah, let's say open my file cat vijay. Yeah, let me give some character here. So cat vijay, this is the one file. Cat vvbb, this is one file. So here my scenario is I wanted to do grep high in the two files, Then how can you give your file name? Two files at a time, not a single file. Two files at a time. So I want to set this pattern in the multiple files.
Mm, let's see.
So let's say do one thing. If you want to open this two files, generally we will give the command cat vj and vvbv. Okay. Then you can use the wildcard characters v dot star. V star is nothing but, so what is the my file names? It start with V and after that it can be anything. So list out that files and open all the files one by one. Okay. Like the same way you can use the wildcard characters here. Vi V star. So it will fetch this pattern in the file. It's not a single file. So I am using the wildcard characters. So my file name is start with V and then it can have the any character. Maybe even we don't have the character. So in that files, it will fetch that this pattern. Then it will give the file name. So it start with V and then we have the star, the files which is available in Vj. So this is we have this pattern. In VVBV file we have these three patterns. We can use it, right?
mhm.
Okay, you
Yeah,
can use like this way. And one more thing, I have created some scripts. Okay, and one more thing is the scripts every time it will extend with some dot sh, like a dot sh, b dot sh, c dot sh. These are the my files, right? Suppose if you give ls minus lrt, okay, if you want to the list out the files, if you want to list out the files, my files is uh, uh, end with dot sh. I want to list out only these files. So how can you list out ls
yeah,
minus
like
lrt? Okay,
mhm.
yeah,
uh, like we need to give pipeline, no,
okay, pipeline,
and the grep.
okay,
Uh, what is it? Dot sh dollar. Hello.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you will
Yeah,
get,
I
so
got
this
it.
is the one way, right? So if you give ls minus lrt, this is the output. So then what you are telling it, so my characters, it is ended with dot sh. I want to display those records, right? So we can have
Mhm.
another option. So without using the grep also you can do it.
Okay.
If you give star, my file pattern, it may be anything. So it's ended with sh. So in this way also it will display the files which is ended with star dot sh, right?
Yeah.
So I'm listed out the files. My files, it can be anything. Uh, Before dot, it can be have the single characters or multiple characters. Even we don't have any characters. Then it has the dot sh. After that, you don't have anything. So I'd want to list out those kind of files. So we got it right.
Yeah.
Okay, this is also right one, but without grep also we can do it by this one, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to search a pattern, hi, in only scripts is nothing but it's ended with star.sh. So you can give star.sh, right? So it will search the pattern. Here we are for file we are using the pattern. So if you give ls minus to this one, what is the files it is coming in the same order in the files it will search this pattern. Okay, we don't have any high because all the empty files. Okay, so so
Mm.
in this session we have discussed one is the pipe and second one is the WC and grep also. That one more thing, grep also, this is the normal syntax, right? Grep hi vvbv, this is the pattern we have to use. So if you want to use the grep you can use like this way, cat vvbb. So I am saying that just uh, uh, open the file vvb file and then do grep ha. You can use like this way also, right?
Yeah.
Suppose if you want to count the number of lines, WC minus L VVBV. So apart from that, you can directly write cat VV first to open the file and count the WC minus L. So between the two comments, only one difference is if you use this command, it will apart from your number of lines, it will display the file name. If you use like this, it will not display your file name. That is the only difference.
Okay.
Okay, basically WC minus L command, if you use any option, it will display the count and the file name. So if you don't want the file name, so then you can use in this way.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you are okay with the comments, right? One is the pipe, and second one is the WC, and third one is the grep, right?
Mm.
Okay. So in the
Yeah.
next session, we will discuss about head and tail. This is the one command, and next one is the set command. Okay. We will discuss these comments in the next session.